most challenging part about pursuing your dreams? It is a fine line between success and failure. It is a fine line between taking risks and failing and falling on your face completely. The major difference I have learned through experience is being able to have that staying power to keep going and having the faith that you'll figure it out. So when you're in the midst of being in debt, spending the money's going out, but it's not coming back in yet. The thing you have to do, I have learned, is keep being positive and saying, nope, we're going to figure this out. We're going to keep going. Oh, it's not coming, but it will. I am trusting. I'm moving forward. I'm having faith. I'm not giving up. I'm not going to despair. We're going to figure it out. That right there is what makes the difference. So when you're in the midst of it, and trust me, I've been in the midst of it plenty of times. In fact, we're in the midst of it right now. Again, when you're in the midst of it, it's terrifying. But what makes the difference between the success story and the failure story is whether or not you keep going and keep believing that the money will come. That goes back to, changing your thoughts and your thinking. You have to give yourself pep talks. You have to practice gratitude. You have to practice faith. You have to believe that this is going to work. And it makes the biggest, where it really counts, where the rubber hits the road, is right there when you're in the middle of it and you're saying the money's gone out, but it's not coming back in. You just have to keep believing. And of course, strategizing, thinking, asking yourself the right questions. How could we earn money? What else could we do? It's also about asking the right questions, because when your self-talk is, I'm stressed, we don't have any money, all the things you don't want to happen, when you keep telling yourself all of that, well, unfortunately, that produces just more of that. So you have to talk to yourself in the right way and ask yourself the right questions so that you can find the answers. Remember, Greg's talked about the reticular activating system, your RAS. It's essentially your brain's way of knowing what to pay attention to. So when you activate your reticular activating system to focus on how can we make more money, guess what? It starts paying attention to ways you could make more money. But when you're telling it all the time, you're telling your brain all the time, we don't have any money, we're in debt, we're going to have to declare bankruptcy, we're going to be living on the streets. You're telling your brain all those things. It keeps looking for more of those things. So then it's like this self-confirming prophecy. You literally are prophesying to yourself and your brain what's going to happen. I've had to train myself to do the opposite. I don't do that anymore because I don't want that to happen. That happened to us in 2007. That's exactly what happened to us. Well, 2008, the stock market crash. We'd pursued our dreams. We'd moved to Costa Rica. We were invested in stock market and real estate. That was our income. I was stressed that we were doing too much and we were spending too much and we were, because we were going to another level. I stressed myself into, we're going to have to declare bankruptcy and we're going to blow up. That's what happened. That's literally what happened to us. Well, we didn't declare bankruptcy. We should have declared bankruptcy, but we didn't. But the market crashed. And instead of believing that we would just find a way through, we had panicked. We sold all of our real estate that if we had held on to, we would be multimillionaires now. It was obviously a great lesson. It's taught us a lot, but now I know better. Now I don't do that. I don't prophesy the bad things I want to happen. I focus on, if I can't see the positive, I focus on at least asking the right questions of how could we? What are the possibilities? What are the options?